Black Forest is one of the all-time classic combinations. Today I'm going to be working with cherries. They are in season, and chocolate. It's just an incredible mix. We're going to make a really simple cheesecake mix. We've got the mascarpone and the condensed milk, okay? The first thing I need to get started on is the biscuit base. So we've got some chocolate biscuits here. We've pretty much just blitzed them up in the food processor. A little bit of melted butter and a little bit of salt. So salt, working with the chocolate, that little bit of bitterness that we get out of the chocolate, the salt, it kind of just reins in the sweetness when you're working with the cheesecake. And for me, I want to have that biscuit base that's a little bit salty, so you will continue to go back for more because it balances that out. So a little bit of sea salt in there, and our melted butter, in we go. So I'm just going to mix this around until we get that nice sort of consistency, and the butter and the biscuit base has come together. We'll press it into our tin, and then we've got the cheesecake staples. The cream cheese, the mascarpone, and condensed milk. Like it's just so simple. But what we're gonna do with the cherries, once I get this base sorted, and I'll press it into the tin, then I'll just have a bed of cherries on the base there. The cream cheese mixture will go over the top, and that's really it. Like a little bit of orange zest we're gonna throw in there, just to have that little highlight. And I love dishes when you're eating them and it's not front and center, it's not there, but you, like as you're going through and you kind of get this, what's that? What's that? And then, oh, it's orange, chocolate, orange, cherries, amazing combination. So in we go, we've got our biscuit base sorted here, little prepared tin. So we'll just tip that in. Oh, it's gonna be a solid ratio of biscuit base to cheesecake. That's what we want. All right, so we're just gonna push that around. I'm just gonna grab the handfuls of these cherries. Just gonna pop them in the base there. All right, done. So we'll set that aside. Now we can move on to the main event, the key player, the cream cheese mix. All right, so we've got one packet of the cream cheese, the mascarpone, equal quantities of each in there. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start to beat this to bring it together, and then we'll slowly add the condensed milk. That's our sweetness, that's our sugar, but at the same time it's creamy, it whips up so well. Just such a good combination. We've made panna cottas in the kitchen before, and we talk about them as like a set and forget dessert. This is like the same kind of deal. It's so simple. Knock this up, there's no baking, big fan. Throw it in the fridge, done. And it's so incredibly delicious. How does this work? This is a new number. This is not one. Joe, how does this? Right. So I've just. God, he's a demon. So we brought together our mascarpone cream cheese and the Philly cream cheese. We're going to go in with the condensed milk. So we've got a whole tin of that in there. So one orange, we're just gonna work with the zest and get that into the mix. And like I was saying, it's just that, it's that little highlight in the cheesecake. I'm just gonna mix this all together until it's nice and smooth. Solid. Right, that's that. So we've got our cream cheese mixture together, the little bit of orange zest in there. As I said, it's just that little bit of like, oh, what's that? And then you pick up on it because it connects so well with the chocolate that is in that base. So all we need to do now, we've got our chocolate base, we've got our cherries. Just gonna throw this one over the top. Get all that in there. For me, it's like with the cheesecake, it might sound bad, but when you're having a cheesecake, and I know when Jess makes it at home, you cut it and you see the cross section, and it's almost like a 50-50, like 50% biscuit base, 50% cheesecake. That's, for me, that's the ratio. When we talk about set and forget desserts, morning teas, afternoon teas, whatever, the cheesecake, there is only one kind. I don't care what you say, it's cold set. And the Black Forest number is where it's at. So we're gonna bang this in the fridge until it's set. It's gonna take a couple of hours, but once we rip it out, it will be well worth the wait. We've had our Black Forest cheesecake setting up for a few hours in the fridge. I'm just gonna see how we're looking. Not a bad ratio. Biscuit base to cheesecake, that's looking pretty solid. I'm just gonna finish this up, dark chocolate over the top and just go nuts on this stuff. All right, I wanna see this cross section. It's sort of coming up the sides a little bit on the base, so it's not that thickness the whole way through, I think. That's a pretty solid ratio. You've got the amazing chocolate ripple biscuit base down there. You can see the lovely fresh cherries, that big thick layer of the cream cheese, the mascarpone. It's got that little hint of the orange zest in there. Only one thing left to do. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to a cheesecake, there is only one kind. It's cold set all the way, baby.